So I have around 150 hours in game if I combine my Xbox and PC playtime. So I thought that I'd put together a video about some of the tips that I've picked up in my time playing so far. So let's get into it. I went over this in my previous video, so if you want to know more about this, just make sure you go watch that video as well. So this is not crafting anything until you reach the highest world tier, and with world tier 5 just around the corner, you're best off waiting until then. Make sure that you are crafting the weapon mods though, because they no longer drop from enemies, and they'll give you a boost in your stats that allow you to deal more damage and improve the handling of your weapons. Speaking of mods, make sure you do the side mission that unlocks the light extended mag for the 5.56 ARs, as it'll increase your magazine capacity by 30, and this will allow you to put more rounds down range at your enemies, and that means that you'll be able to take out heavier enemies more easily, and you'll be able to take out the easier enemies like in multiples. Dismantling gear isn't worth it, as we're capped on how many crafting resources we can carry, so once you hit the cap, make sure that you're selling your unwanted gear at a vendor, as you'll need the credits that you get from this. Whilst we're talking about gear, most people will probably know to mark gear that you don't want as junk, but if you're anything like me, you run a few missions and then your inventory will be full. So if you hit X on the PC or L3 on the console, this will bring up the options menu in your inventory. On this list is an option to mark all as junk, and this saves me so much time when I'm clearing out my unwanted gear. So this will help with the last tip, but if you mark your gear that you want to keep as a favourite with R on the PC, RB on the Xbox or R2 on PS4, this will stop you from marking it as junk or accidentally selling it at a vendor. Moving away from gear and inventory management now, use a healing skill like the chem launcher to keep yourself alive during encounters. By using one of these skills, it means that you'll barely have to use your armor kits, meaning that you'll have less downtime in fights, which means that you can kill your enemies faster. When you go to a safe house, make sure that you interact with the laptop that's there, because it'll discover all the SHD tech in the zone that you're in. And if you do this first when you enter a zone, you won't end up backtracking to a place that you've already been just to go pick up shade tech. Join a clan as soon as you're able to. Not only will it give you more people to play with, the clans come with a variety of different features like clan bounties and clan projects, and each of these gives you more gear each week. There's a lot of locked doors in the Division 2, and more often than not, they can be unlocked in one way or another. So if you ever see a yellow padlock on a door, just shoot it and it will break. This will allow you to open the door. Some doors are sealed electronically and usually have a yellow box that you can shoot to unlock it. They aren't always immediately noticeable, but most of the time there'll be a wire that you can follow that will lead you to the yellow box that you can shoot. If there's no wires, just scout around the area, and if you see a yellow box, just shoot it and it will probably open that door. This one can save your life in combat. In the settings, there's a setting that will alter how fast you move around corners when you're in cover. By default, it's set to slow, so if you go into the settings and change this to fast, it might just save your life. Finally, when you're leveling up, most people will want to complete every activity in a zone before moving on. This is how I normally play, but you should leave the majority of your side missions until you're about level 20. As side missions give you 33% of your level in XP, and these side missions scale with you. So if you're close to leveling up, you might want to go do a different activity to get that last bit of XP so that you get more from your side missions. So there we are, 12 tips that I picked up in my time playing Division 2 so far. I hope you found them useful. Like if you did find them useful, dislike if you didn't, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!